billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qala rabbi ighfirli wa habli mulkan la yanbaghi li ahadin min ba'di innaka antal wahhab. Fasakharna lahu ar-riha tajri bi amrihi rukha'an haitsu asab. Okay, we'll start to learn about these two ayah and what we can benefit from this ayah, and hopefully we can have guidance. We know guidance, and we can get inspiration to do something with our future. So this ayah actually part of the dua of Prophet Suleiman alaihi salam. Qala rabbi ighfirli wa habli mulkan la yanbaghi li ahadin min ba'di innaka antal wahhab. Qala, he said, Prophet Suleiman alaihi salam said, rabbi ighfirli, oh my Lord, oh Allah, forgive me, wa habli mulkan, and grant me a kingdom, mulkan la yanbaghi li ahadin min ba'di, such as will not belong to anyone after me. Innaka antal wahhab. Indeed, you are the bestower. So actually this ayah is so epic. This is the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam, and this is very unique. Why this ayah very unique? Because like this, generally when we read story about prophet or maybe the companion, generally their dua, they make dua for akhirah, they make dua for afterlife, or maybe they make dua for forgiveness, yeah. Or in case of Ibrahim alayhi salam, he make dua for their future generation. But in this dua, Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam said, Rabbil firli, oh Master, forgive me, the first dua, and then second one is asking, because wahabli mulkan, and give me the gift of kingdom, give me the gift of some kind of kingdom, la yambari, which is this kingdom, la yambari li ahadin min ba'di. This is not even appropriate for anyone who comes after me. So what he said, give me so much a kingdom that is not even appropriate for any human being that's come after me. So this is the only me who have this kind of kingdom, nobody else. Innaka anta wahhab. You are the one who continuously gives bestower. So we thought about this dua. What is the Prophet Suleiman said? Yeah. The first thing he said, okay, this is general, and this is the main thing. Forgive me. Forgive me. Rabbil firli. We do this with our dua also. Rabbil firli wali walidayya warhamhuma kama rabbayani shaghira, and so on and so on. Forgive me. Okay, this is the general thing, but this is the important thing. Yeah, this is the first thing, general thing, but the important thing. And the second thing, he asked for something with kingdom. Yeah, Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam asking about kingdom. But the question is, why Prophet Suleiman asked kingdom? By the way, by our standard, a kingdom sound like dunya, right? So like something in this world, and this is not normal, because generally there is no other prophet asking about dunya, yeah. And not just dunya, he asked, give me something, not just dunya, but give me something that is not even fitting for anybody else. Make me the unique one in what you give. So this is kind of special gift for Allah, but for dunya. Give from Allah, but not related to akhirah, but related to something in this dunya. Yeah. So it sounds like strange. There is a prophet asking about dunya. But if we not really understand about this dua, maybe it will be dangerous because we will be misunderstood about this dua. We should learn what is the meaning why Prophet Suleiman asking a kingdom something related to this dunya. Not something related to akhirah, but something related to this dunya. There is reason behind this. Okay, what is the special of this dua? What the beauty of this one? Okay, number one, we should know about this. What is the top priority? Remember, Prophet Sulaiman start this dua with Rabbil Firli. Oh Allah, forgive me. Oh my Rabb, forgive me. Oh my Master, forgive me. If we understand about this first dua, forgive me, this is the soul of the dua, and then the rest of the dua is like a supporting system to get the first dua. Yeah, if we now understand about this, so it will be easier to know about the next dua. If we fail to know about this this first dua, we will also maybe fail to knowing what the meaning of why he asked about dunya, why he asked about kingdom. So like this, as human being, yeah, we know that our life is very limited time. Yeah, we can only go to live a few years, and after that, then we will leaving this earth, whether we like it or we not like it. Sometime, I don't know, maybe could be tomorrow, could be next month, could be next year, but we believe that our life will be end. The death will come to us. Yeah, and the date is done. The time for me, for you, for everyone is done. The angel shows up, the appointment is there, and it cannot be delayed. Okay, so everybody of us already written in our book that your age will be only maybe 40 years, maybe 60 years, maybe 70 years. Some of you maybe only 25 years. Already written in our book. Every us have this book before Allah sent our ruh to our body in our in the womb of our mother. This destiny already written in there. So your time is already fixed. Okay, this is your time in this world. That is fixed. Yeah. So the only thing that live after me, after this death, is akhirah. That is afterlife. So the question is, what should I do then if I know and I believe that my life will be end? I believe someday or sometime there is end of story. Everything will be finished, and I should go to another life, which is afterlife or akhirah. Maybe some of us and only think, okay, so what should I do? I can make a lot of istighfar, astaghfirullah, every day, something like that. Or we can do tawbah every day. We cry before Allah every day, every night. We do the tahajjud and so on and so on. Only for many years. But the question is, after all of this finished, after I meet with my death, my time, my end of life, what next? Could I get more? Could I earn Allah forgiveness even after I die? Yeah, could we have that? That's the question. I thought about this because this is the frame of why Prophet Sulaiman asking about the kingdom. Is that possible if we dead? When our story is finished, we still get something. We still get a gift from Allah. We still get forgiveness from Allah. And the answer is, of course, that is possible. Next question, how? How we get that? And the answer is, maybe all of you already know about it. We call it Sadaqatul Jariyah. Sadaqatul Jariyah. Sadaqatul Jariyah, it is something good you leave behind. And from the hadith, we got informed that Sadaqah Jariyah could be your money. You give charity to mosque, to build a mosque, or you give charity to a school or something like that. Or maybe you have good, in the future you married and you have children, and your children give dua for you every day and something like that. That is very possible. Yeah, you can do Sadaqah Jariyah with your money, with your wealth, or with your children, with your kids in the future. Yeah, that is possible. But the problem is Allah give different people with different blessing. Some people have money, but they don't have children. And some people have children, but they don't have money. Or some people don't have money and they don't have kids or children. So how he can commit Sadaqah Jariyah? In the same time, we should remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Al-malu wal-banuna zinatul hayatud dunya. You should remember, money is the beauty of this life, and children, kids, are a part of the beauty of this life. So Allah gives certain people, so your money could be benefit you, your kids could be benefit you, but in contrary, it could be your money will endanger you, and your kids in the future also, especially in the afterlife, could endanger you. So we should remember about this. The question is how I can still get Sadaqah Jariyah even after I die? How strategy? If money is not enough, if kids is not enough, so what is the most important thing? Okay, we back to the dua of Prophet Suleiman alaihi salam. We should remember Allah give certain people with certain capabilities, and the other people with other capabilities. Everybody, every one of us is unique. You know or you didn't know about it, but you have certain capabilities, you have certain talent, which is maybe there is no other people on this earth get the same capabilities, or to get the same talent, or get the same opportunity. Everybody of us is unique. For example, we know that to recognize people or person, we know our fingerprint. And you know, for more than, I don't know the number of the citizens on earth today, the number of people who live in on this earth today could be more than 6 billion, or maybe already past 7 billion on this earth. You know that no one in this earth have similar fingerprint. One person have one fingerprint, everybody of us. So Allah could create such kind of creation which special, which is super unique, and you are super unique, which is nobody is same like you. In the same time, you should understand, in the same time, you have capabilities, you have potential, which is not everyone on earth have same potential with you. And if we combine, you have potential, you have also capabilities, and you have also opportunity, which is maybe not belong to another person on this earth. So everybody is unique. Everyone is very unique. And everyone has certain capabilities, which is unique for her or for him or for them. Okay, so if we back to the story of the prophet, we also know that if you study the story of prophet in the Quran, every prophet, they don't have the same talent. Yeah, every prophet, they have different personalities, they have the very special skills, they have different highlight story. So every prophet, if we talk about Prophet Moses, Musa alayhi salam, the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam is totally different with the story of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. Or we can compare with maybe Prophet Isa alayhi salam or Jesus alayhi salam or the other prophet. So every prophet, if you read about their story, every prophet, they have their own talent, their own story, and their own situation, and their own capabilities. Yeah, so different prophet, different story. And for us, that is very benefit because you can choose in which situation you are. If you are a king in the future, you are a president in the future, you can start learning about how to become good president from the Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam or from the Prophet Daud alayhi salam. If maybe in the future you're not a president, but you just maybe on the one of important person in kingdom or in a country, but you are not the top level, but not, let's say, in the middle level, you can start to learn from the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so we back to Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. So the thing about Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam, his special ability is to governance. Yeah, is governance. He is a king, and he knows how to govern. He knows how to take control. He knows how to even control the rebellion of jinn. He can do that. He has, let's say, unusual capability. The capability of how to govern and have good governance. And he knows how to control resources. And making all of these things, putting together to service to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows that, and Suleiman knowing his ability. Okay, this is my position and this is my ability, and I know I can do that. I know I can handle this. So if we learn about government, generally, the more power they get in government, the more corruption they are. That is like general edigi. Yeah. Normally, the more he has power, the more he's corrupt. Yeah, because this like adigim, absolute power tend to corrupt absolutely. That's like adigim. For example, in the story, you know story about the Pharaoh, right? Fir'aun. When Allah give him everything, and in the story, it mentioned that this Fir'aun never sick. From his kid until become a king, he never sick. And he always get whatever he want, something like that. And finally, what he said in the Quran, Allah mentioned, he declared that he is a God. Yeah, Ana Rabbukumul A'la. And because of this, then Allah punished him. But before punish, of course, Allah sent Musa to him to offer him, to remind him, and so on and so on and so on. But he rejected this, and finally, Allah punished him, drowning in the Red Sea. And the story, I think, is like very popular for us. But if this is Fir'aun, the bad example for us. But in contrary, we have Prophet Suleiman as salam. Prophet Suleiman is a king. He has a unique position on earth. He has kingdom, and he knows how to use this kingdom for good. Then, if we back to Sadaqatul Jariyah, what kind of Sadaqatul Jariyah can be left behind for Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam? What he said, what he thought, he sees an opportunity for this akhirah to be reconciled by the talent that Allah has given to him. And the talent that Allah gave to him is remarkable. It is an incredible kingdom. Suleiman alayhi salam has kingdom, and he has ability to control the kingdom. Yeah, unstable. And Allah give him the power over human beings not only human beings, but he has also control over jinn and wind and so on. So like very, very specific. So I think nobody, and these two are already accepted by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, that after Sulaiman Aslam, there is no king in this world who can control not only human being, but also control jinn and also control wind and so on and so on. So the Prophet Sulaiman Aslam said, Ya Allah, when he said, Rabbi firli, Allah, forgive me. And the next dua is, Oh Allah, expand this territory for me. Give me kingdom above and beyond of this. Like you will never give to anybody else after me. Give me more, Ya Allah. Give me more. Because I know how to handle it and I know how to use it for good. By the way, we should understand something else about Sulaiman alayhi salam. If we learn about the story of Sulaiman alayhi salam, the Prophet Sulaiman is the son of the Prophet Daud alayhi salam. So, as the son of the Prophet Daud alayhi salam, Prophet Sulaiman is not just a prophet. He also the son of prophet. So he is a king, he is a prophet, and his father also a king, also a prophet. So his father is a Khalifah, is a king, a great ruler, a governor of the entire country at the same time. Yeah. So Prophet Daud alayhi salam, of course, give Prophet Sulaiman not only knowledge. So with, let's say, before become a prophet, Prophet Daud alayhi salam already teach Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam and give him not only knowledge about revelation, about wahyu, about the word of God, but also knowledge of how to live by that revelation. And not only that, this guidance not only for individual level or family level or community level, but for entire government. So complete guidance. Before become a prophet, Sulaiman alayhi salam already teach by his father how to become a good person if you are manage or control a country. Yeah. So Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam been brought up in this system. As a child, he's been brought up in a very complete system that teach him about how to be a good king. And finally, Allah also grant him prophethood. So after he has such of knowledge, then Allah also grant him become one of the prophet. So of course, he realized the value of leaving of legacy behind. So not only for me, but how after I die. He learned that from his father, Nabi Daud alayhi salam, and so he understand that he's going to die, but his legacy should live on. The legacy of good that he creates should live on. Prophet Sulaiman could be dead whenever, but he should have a legacy for the future. Okay. Now, what does that mean for you and for me? Or what kind of lesson we can get from there? Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala actually give different people with different talents. Okay, you have talent, I have talent, everybody have talent. And this talent could be specific, not only, it could be only for you. Or maybe you have this talent and this and opportunity at the same time. Yeah. But different people, remember, also have different weakness. You have talent at the same time and you have weakness at the same time. Talent and weakness. Or we can say you have strength. You have strength in one side, and you also have weakness in another side. And you know some people, for example, talking about weaknesses, you know some people, they can't handle fame. Or if Allah give this kind these people money, they can handle the money. Yeah, but other people maybe have a hard time waking up early in the morning. But some of you may be easy for wake up in the morning. For some people, easy to do fasting, even the sunnah, or maybe fasting Daud or fasting in Monday and in Thursday and something like that. So every person have unique situation. Allah give you ease in something, but maybe also at the same time Allah give you difficulties in another thing. So this is the situation. But if we come back to this dua, how about us? We have talent, okay? We have everybody must and of course have talent. We have talent, but we also have weaknesses. We have weakness, yeah. So what should we do? First, we have to recognize what is our strength, what is our talent, and what is our weakness. Yeah, knowing your talent and knowing your weaknesses. Okay, I'm good at this, but I'm bad at this. I'm good on this, but I'm maybe not really good on that. Something like this. Try to recognize what is your talent. That's the first thing from these two ayahs. First thing, try to recognize what is your talent, what is your strength. And at the same time also try to understand what is your weaknesses. Once we have found our strengths, then what next? Ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to give us more and more on this strength. Strengthen this talent. Oh Allah, help me. As Suleiman, the Prophet Suleiman asking Allah, Prophet Suleiman know that with this kingdom, he know how to manage this kingdom and how to use this kingdom for something good. Not only for him, but also for all people, not only on his generation, but also for the next generation. So we call it Sadaqatul Jariyah. Prophet Suleiman no, I'm good at govern. I can handle if I become if I become a king, I can handle and become a king. It doesn't mean I will corrupted by this. I'm safe from there because my intention is to get the blessing from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So I do this for Allah. So Ya Allah, please give me more and more and more in this because I know how to handle it and I know how to use it for something good. That is the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. So with the same thing with us, we also check our ability, check our talent, check our strengths. And once you found that, asking Allah, oh Allah, Ya Allah, please strengthen this strength, strengthen this talent. Give me opportunity, give me easy way to strengthen this capability, this talent, this strength. Yeah, Allah, give me more and more and more on this, because I know I'm good on it. But don't forget that the first thing, and then you should promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, give me this more and more, and then I can put all of this to service of your deen. I will use this power, I will use this strength, I will use this talent to service of your religion, your deen, your guidance, to serve you, not for myself, but for you. That is the lesson from the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. First, you should know what your talent is, your strength is, what you good at is, and then asking Allah to make you easy to do that and to improve that again and again and again. And finally, you should promise to Allah that, okay, with this talent, with this capability, I will serve you. I will do something good for you. I will serve your deen. I will use it not only for me, but to spread good over the humankind. So give me more of it, because I can put, Ya Allah, to work for your deen. I will do a work for you using this talent. That is the dua, the lesson from the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi. For example, if we talk about Uthman ibn Affan, one of the companion of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people like Uthman ibn Affan, you know, story about him. For him, he should asking about more and more wealth. Allah, give me more wealth, give me more money. It's okay for Uthman bin Affan, because you know why? Because even after being a millionaire, the wealth doesn't match Uthman ibn Affan, but he spent more and more for charity. Okay, but in contrary, for someone like Qarun, if you know study about Qarun, so Qarun have similar situation with Uthman bin Affan, but it happened in the era of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Allah also give Qarun a lot of money, a lot of wealth. But you know, after Allah give a lot of wealth to him, after he have a lot of dunya, have a lot of money, a lot of resources, then he said, okay, he start mess up and start say, okay, it's not from Allah, but it is because I doing hard work and so on and so on and so on. Finally, Allah also punish him in the story. Okay, so not everybody, you should remember, not everybody is going to ask for the same thing. Yeah, because the strength of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam is he has power, but it doesn't corrupt him. He has power, but it doesn't corrupt him. That's the important thing. So he asked to Allah, give me more and more and more of power, so I can take all of it and serve for your deen. And for the answer of the dua, because Allah know that Prophet Suleiman sincere in his dua, so Allah SWT answered this dua in the next ayah. What is the next ayah? Said, فَسَخَّرْنَا لَهُ الرِّيحَ تَجْرِي بِأَمْرِهِ رُخَاءً حَيْثُ أَصَابَ. So Allah answers, so we subjected to him the wind blowing by his command. Can you imagine that? The wind blowing by his command, gently wherever he directed. So if Suleiman, Prophet Suleiman Prophet Suleiman said, okay, wind go to that direction, give more to that direction, or maybe give tornado or something that direction. That is possible because Allah already subjected the wind to him. Yeah, so the wind blowing by his command. This is Allah answer to the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. So the wind, not only the wind, but also Allah give more to Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. Allah also made jinn work for Suleiman alayhi salam. So this jinn create a huge building, huge palace or something like that, until the end of the life of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. Not only that, this jinn also, you know jinn, right? He can dive deep into ocean and collecting treasure from the ocean, pearl or something like that, and brought this to Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. Yeah, and if this jinn try to not obeying the Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam, Allah will put this jinn in chain of prison. Yeah, it's possible for Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. That is the answer of Allah for the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. So Allah gave him control over wind, Allah gave him control over jinn, and Allah also give him control over birds, over animals. So you know the other story of Prophet Suleiman, he can communicate with animals. Yeah, he can command a bird, he can give command to bird, he can give command to ant, and so on and so on. He can communicate with them and give command to these animals. So if we talk about we are now, we have same opportunity with Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. If you know your ability, your strength, your talent, and you know about it, so you ask Allah, oh Allah, please strengthen me on this talent, and I promise I will use this talent to do something good for you, to do something good for this deen, to do something to serve this ummah, this community, this world, to give contribution. So maybe Allah also will give you the same, not exactly the same, but like Allah give to Prophet Suleiman salam, because Prophet Suleiman sincere with his dua, then Allah give him something incredible, and Allah will never ever give this kind of blessing to the next king after Prophet Suleiman salam. So like what Allah SWT gave to Prophet Suleiman, this is what Allah will give so for you and for me. So for the conclusion, don't forget to identifying what our strength and making a pledge to Allah that we will use this for the strengthening of our deen, for working of our deen, our religion, our community, and don't forget we should leaving a legacy that is longer than our own. That is perfectly normal. We won even after we died, even after our life is finished, we still get benefit more and more after our life. That is the most important from the dua of Prophet Suleiman alayhi salam. I hope you could take benefit from it, and I like to, of course, to encourage you to learn more and more and to get inspiration from the ayah in the Quran.